We've talked a lot about the importance of capturing and understanding the right customer data to create the most relevant and powerful experience. We partner with companies all over the world to connect their businesses across advertising, CX, e-commerce, sales, marketing. And today, I'm very excited to welcome Teffani Zadeh, who is the CIO of Growth Enablement for North American IT for Aon. Welcome, Teffani, to our virtual stage to share more about what Aon is doing to empower its employees to create relevant and powerful customer experiences. Teffani, thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Yes, thank you. Well, thanks for the invitation to be part of this presentation. Aon's journey has been an interesting one, and it's always a journey. But where we are and where we've come from is we started, as most companies start, growing CRM tools very regionally or solution line oriented or even country specific. So at one point in time, we had 17 different instances of CRM tools, actually of Salesforce instances. Not all of them were specifically CRM, but over time, it became very obvious that in order to act as one company and to go to a client as one company, we needed to combine forces. And so we embarked upon an engagement in 2017 to combine 6 of those instances, which were our major instances that included 11,000 users, to combine them into one instance. And in going through that selection, we selected Oracle. And so in 2017 and 18, we combined those 6 instances into one. It was difficult. It was, of course it's difficult. I mean, taking 6 different parts of your business and colliding them together into one is going to be difficult. But what it afforded us to do was it empowered a conversation across all those solution lines and regions to come together to standardize across the firm into one set of sales processes. And that's what allowed us to get to one instance. And since then, it's been an incredibly powerful tool set.
That's great. So it sounds like unifying the instances on one platform really helped change the customer experience, not only for the end customers that your sales and marketing teams are talking to, but for the actual sales and marketing teams. Can you talk a little bit about when you've done the systems unification, what's involved then with really creating that experience for your people inside your sales and marketing teams?
Yeah. And there's just so many use cases for that. So first and foremost, it's bringing the teams together. So what I'll say was the first area of impact was when a team member anywhere in the world could open up an account and could see all of the other team members across the world that was servicing that account. Talk about an immediate connection. And they started reaching out. They started collaborating. We started going to the client together instead of 3 separate meetings. It was just very powerful. Then it was the collection of data. So obviously, now that I know who's working on this on these teams, on these accounts, then I can start to see what it is we're selling to them. And that opens a whole nother set of conversations and opportunities where we start to see gaps or overlaps. And that allowed us to form a more cohesive plan towards going to those clients. And then finally, that data, all that underlying data that we're now capturing and holding in one place, allows us to report at a level that we have never reported on before. We now have a global pipeline across all of our entities. We know immediately how we're doing. We know what our forecast looks like. And I'll just give you a use case or an instance. Like last year at this very time, when everyone was very nervous, what's going to happen in our COVID world, we had one dashboard that we could showcase to our senior leadership and say, this is what our pipelines are doing. This is what they look like. This is what the forecast looks like. And it was actually groundbreaking because it allowed us to make some very big decisions based on data that was literally at people's fingertips.
Based on your description, Teffani, it seems clear that sales and marketing processes today are really changing the way Aon sees its business and really bringing out intelligence and insights that you previously couldn't capture. That is great to hear and great to see that you're able to leverage the platform to be able to do that for your business. Lastly, I'd just like to ask you a question as part of putting for ourselves, our customers at the center of everything we do. We are driving continuous innovation in how we deliver our own customer experiences. And I'd love to hear your take. What excites you most about the Oracle partnership, and what challenges do you see that we could be more helpful with?
Yeah, great question. So first of all, Oracle has been an amazing partner to us. Oracle's at the table with us every day, helping me solve problems, which is very appreciated and impactful to me and my business. I am excited about deploying more of the technology that we have available to us through the platform. We are actively pursuing client contracts. We are actively pursuing incentive compensation. We are actively pursuing an entire redesign and revisioning of our leads and campaign processes and functionality. And Oracle is at the table in every single conversation there. So Oracle does a few things for me. You provide best practice. So especially in the lead and campaign space, you're bringing your marketing experts to the table. We're having good conversations about what this should look like, how we should be thinking about it. And then once we have that solidified from our perspective, you bring in your product experts to help us implement. And so that is just one use case of several where Oracle has been at the table with us, helping us along. In terms of a challenge, I'm just going to say you are evolving so fast and your products are improving so quickly. It's hard for me to keep up. So my only challenge is trying to activate all of the good things that you're doing.
That's great. Well, we will continue to try to make that process of absorbing innovation easier. I agree when companies, and I know Aon goes through this as well, when you're in an innovation cycle, oftentimes you have to put a lot of focus on making sure your best partners and customers and clients are brought along on that journey. I'm very excited for the transformation that you're driving in your business. I know that Aon continues to grow both organically and inorganically in so many exciting ways. And I just want to thank you for your partnership with Oracle and look forward to continuing to work together. Thanks, Teffani, for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.